Okay, here is round 2 of the Yum Yum Burritos problem from the Black Belt Packet, Discipline 1. Every week, Cheyenne's burrito stand uses 2 bags of tortillas. For how many days will 3/4 of a bag last? So, once again, like in the first video, every week Cheyenne's burrito stand uses 2 bags, and then we want to know for how many days. So the first thing we need to realize is that 7 days equals 1 week. Okay, so we really want to be dealing in days because the question is asking us for how many days. Okay, so then we know 2 bags last for 7 days. That's what it says up here. Okay, so I'm going to draw out a picture again because you know how I love to draw pictures. And like in the last one, I'm just going to draw these wonderful squarish shapes because when I buy tortillas, they come in squarish bags. Okay, so those are my 2 bags of tortillas. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Okay. Let's see, I'm trying to remember which way I'm solving it this time because there's so many different ways to do it. Okay, I'm going to use division this time. So I know that I need to know how many days I'll use 3/4 of a bag. So I can maybe just first figure out how many 3/4 of a bag are in 2 bags so that I can divide that by the same number and figure out how many days. So 3/4, how many 3/4 are in 2? Okay, so I can split the 2 into fourths. Let's split it in half this way first. So if I split it into fourths, then I can find out how many 3/4 are in there. So 3/4 would be 1, 2, 3. That's 1 3/4. And then we have 1, 2, 3. That's another 3/4. One more. There. And there. It's supposed to be an arrow. And then I have 2 out of 3/4. So since I'm counting in 3/4, and 1, 2, 3 of them equals 3/4, because these are 3/4. This is 2 out of 3/4. So that's 2 out of 3 that we need to make 3/4. So that makes it 2/3. So now we have 2 divided by 3/4, which also means how many 3/4 fit into 2, or how many groups of 3/4 can we fit into 2. And that would be 1, 2, and 2 out of 3. So 2 and 2 out of 3, or 1, 7, 6, 7, 8 thirds. And if you count them all as thirds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 thirds. It's kind of confusing with the thirds and the fourths and the 8 thirds. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to move on. Okay, so 3/4 fits into 2 and 3/4 times. So I want to know how much of this is represented by 3/4. So I'm going to divide, I'm not going to divide this by 3/4, because I'm not talking about 3/4 days, I'm going to divide by the number that I got when I divided the bags by 3/4. Because if I do that, then I'll find out how many days we use 3/4 of a bag. It's kind of confusing for me to explain. So I can try to, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're dividing that by 2 and 2/3. Now, I'm trying to figure out how I could break that up into 2 and 2/3. So how many 2? So maybe if I break it all up into thirds. So I'm going to draw out a bigger chunk of 7 just to make it easier to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I want to know how many times I could fit 2 and 2/3 into 7. This might not be too pretty, but we'll find out. So I'm going to break it all into thirds first. 1, I'll just do it. Okay, so that's 7 broken up into thirds. So I want to find out how many times 2 and 2/3 fits into there. So I have, this is 1 right here because I have 1, 2, and 1 2/3. So that's one time. And then I have, so how many thirds is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 thirds. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, no, that's 8 thirds, yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's another 1, which is, these are both worth 2 and 2/3. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 8s. So that, since it takes 8 thirds, it takes 8 thirds to make 2 and 2/3, then this, since I have 5 left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 5 out of 8. So now my answer is 1, 2, and 5/8 days. So your 3/4 of a bag is lasts 2 and 5/8 days. Pretty good math problem.